Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday morning. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Monday morning, guys. Well, depends on where you are. Depends on where you are. So, chosen ones, let's chat with some downloads about some downloads. Do not return. Move forward. Do not return. Move forward. Now, again, this is not for everyone. No recording is for everyone. You must know where you are spiritually. Also, this can go in different directions. This can be do not return from the place that God have pulled you from. Some of you guys have been relocated to other states, some even other countries when I read my emails. But you're having a very, very difficult time because you assume if God pulled you somewhere that everything would just unfold without a fight. You're chosen. When have you never had to fight? Like life is a roller coaster for the chosen ones. It has always been. So you look around at other people and it's like other people's lives are just so cookie cutter. And so, no, honey, the chosen ones, all of our lives, we had to fight, right? So maybe you're struggling there. We'll speak about that. This can also be in reference to someone who's attempting or thinking about going back to a toxic relationship or even marriage, or even narcissist, and some other things. I don't know. Let's see where it goes. So, to the individuals who have been sent away for whatever reason, right? It can look in the form of job loss and you got a job someplace else. It can look in the form of maybe a heartbreak or divorce and you just needed to start over. It can look in the form of just your entire family just went haywire on you and you just said enough of the foolishness. So it just all depends. But many people, when God pulls you apart, they assume that when they arrive, everything is a bed of roses. When have your life ever been a bed of roses, chosen one? Right? So maybe you just felt like, okay, finally, God says, move to another country, that life is going to finally be peaceful. Now, peace is the goal, and you will get there. But I'm speaking right. Many of you guys are there. Many chosen people right now are in a place of peace, and no one can disturb it. This is why now it's easy to cut people off and release them like flies, like they're dropping like flies. Where before, prior, this was something that was very difficult for us to release people because we feel like we're not abandoning people and we're like supposed to be there to really support and uplift and help and have everybody's back, right? Where now it's like you play with me one time. Right? Try me one time or disturb my peace one too many times. I'm blocking you, right? Peace is the goal and we deserve it. We deserve it because chosen ones, be real, be transparent, right? How peaceful have your life been over, I don't know, the last 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years, honey? So you're there and you heard God told you to go there. He said your purpose and your calling would be there. He says your mate or your spouse would be there. He says the ministry would blow up. There's no question, right? You know God told you to go. And now you're considering going back to the very place that God pulled you from. God is not a backwards God. Now, that's me. I'll speak on my life. I don't go backwards with anything. I continuously go forward, keep climbing, right? Anything that's behind me is behind me. I just see it as a season. I see it as just, even I've discovered that God is a forward moving God. So why would he send you back to the very environment or to the very people that has traumatized you, that are still toxic, Make it make sense. So he pulled you apart for a reason. He separated you for a reason, because many times it's hard to heal in the same environment that has traumatized you, especially if it's narcissism. So he sent you there, and when you got there, you felt this big sigh of release, like, whoo, finally I'm free, finally peace. And then maybe some time went on, and then boom, you hit a hole. Nothing that God showed you is working. Like you're trying to like see this picture and it's not happening. And now you want to pack your bags and you want to go back because you're sad, you're lonely, you felt like you heard a familiar spirit. All of these things, depression. And this is the time that the enemy will ride your mind, because he knows you're struggling. So that faith that you had when you first took that step, you was all excited, honey. You was so happy, honey. You was like, they're going to have to figure it out on their own, honey. I am going to chase whatever the Lord said. Honey, now you're stuck somewhere and you're just like, I might as well go back. Where are you going? Where are you going? Back to what? When God dries a season up, honey, ain't nothing back there. The feelings you once had, those feelings are gone. Right? Like those bridges have been burned. So where are you going? Now, granted, we have free will. So I mean, you can push past your convictions. You can just listen. Truth be told, if anybody is real and transparent, listen, it ain't for the faint at heart. This journey is not for the faint at heart. Now, many chosen people, including myself, are in great seasons right now. I mean, absolutely amazing. And even if some things hasn't physically manifested, it's any day now. You're finally, you're there, right? But then there's others who, again, are just starting out the journey, or they're in the middle of the journey. And in the middle of the journey, when you're in the thick of it, that's when it's very, very difficult. The beginning, you just answer the call and you're following what God says. Do, go here, do this, today. You're all excited. Again, those of us who are now in the later part of the journey, it's amazing. It's truly amazing, right? But that middle ain't no joke. And it's crazy because God won't even allow you to go back, right? The convictions are too strong. He won't even allow you to go back. But he may have not even shown you where you're going to. Now, visionaries like myself, that gives you kind of like, I don't want to say leverage, I guess, if you will. I think more kind of motivation, because you kind of know what you're working towards. It's frustrating that it's just not the time, but you know what you're working towards. But then there's others who are in the thick of it, and all you know is that God says things are better, and he has this wonderful season for you, and you're just trying to follow the voice, follow the convictions, and you're stuck. And it's like, I can't go back, but I can't see where I'm working towards. Make it make sense. So you feel like you're stuck in the ocean all by yourself on your little canoe boat. Here's the thing. A lot of the times when God pulls you from wherever and places you in your destiny land, you are not going to see things right away, right? You just enter the land. So now it's about foundation. You have to build your foundation in that land first. See, we be walking away from things because we want blessings to come so quick. Excuse me. It's a partnership. So many times he'll send you there to bless the land in different ways, right? Those will be your instructions that he give you in whatever way. He'll send you there to bless the land, to really put your footprint there, to claim it. Anything that he promised you in that land, he's going to give you some kind of access to it. So what he'll do is here's the frustrating part that some of you guys may currently be in. Now, again, we're speaking about the people who are in the thick of it, thinking about going back. Those of you like me who are, honey, only Jesus can send you back. Only Jesus. But to my good sisters and brothers who are in the thick of this thing, one of the most frustrating things that you will discover is that, Rocco, I'm sorry guys, for some reason, I don't know, my dog, like, he hiccups in his sleep. He will introduce you to it. He will allow you to put your feet in it, expose you to it, and then pull you back. And then you're like, make it make sense. You said this is why I would be coming here. So why would you expose me to it and then pull me back? He's giving you exposure to it for different reasons. For one, to help motivate you, because he know it will be a struggle and that you want to, you will want to return. So it's almost like it's almost like he knows how to give you enough, because he don't want you suffering in the form of, you think like God have lied to you and, oh my God, God have failed me. So what he'll do is he'll give you little clues. So he'll expose you to something. He'll allow you to have fruit in one area, right? When it becomes too heavy of a burden, he'll give you another clue. It's like he dropped little nuggets, even though it's not coming together yet. He drops nuggets to let you know that you're on the right path, just so you won't give up. But there's so much that has to be done. He has to work things out on the other side. He has to remove people out of the way. These can be giants in your land and in your territory. These can be certain things that you don't even have the power yet to fight against. You just got there. There's giants in the land. So there's a great chance you might be thrown back into a wilderness. You might you may just hit some attacks. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I know, because when we hear the word spiritual attacks, honey, listen, those spiritual attacks, even though nobody wants to go through them, it's going to be the thing that develops your fire, your trust, your faith. Like, it's going to help you prepare to fight the giants in the land. You're not ready yet. So that's why he have you there, right? And another reason why he have you there and you're just kind of at a standstill is because if he left you back from wherever he pulled you from, that relationship, that environment, if he left you there, there's no way in the world, if you're honest, there's no way in the world you can receive your insights, your downloads, have that intimate, personal, one-on-one relationship with God if you were still where you came from. Too distracted. Too many people pulling from you. You're just too comfortable. So a lot of the times we be comfortable, so we don't even want to grow because we're just comfortable. But when he pulls you from something, there's a great chance where you currently are, it has already expanded your mindset and your thinking, because it's a different environment. And it may be more of like a melting pot type environment. So then he exposed you to more that will increase your mindset as well. So he's preparing you all along. You meet people all along the way, even though that thing hasn't fully manifest. You've met people. Those people that you're currently meeting is like little dots of connections that will all come together at the end. Also, here's another thing that he may do. And this is going to help you pass time so you don't get all stressed out and just feel like God has forgotten about you. There's a great chance he's going to call you to serve someone else. So that can look like you picking up some kind of assignment, going to feed the homeless, joining someone else's ministry. You're helping the person. You're serving the person, right? So while you're serving the person, he's still working things out. He's still working on you. He's still connecting the dots. Whatever instructions he give you, even though it doesn't make sense to just do it. If he says, go and drive by this house, he drops something in your spirit. Maybe you're currently living in a hotel because you just got there. He may drop something in your spirit, some kind of way. He'll say, go drive in this neighborhood. Or you might be driving around and all of a sudden you see like a certain neighborhood that just pings your spirit. And he tells you to go drive around. And you're like, what? Why am I, first of all, I don't even have $1. Just do it. Just do it. This is you being obedient to your instructions. There is something he knows that you don't know. So if he says go drive by it, what you're doing is you're putting your spirit up in that environment. You're claiming territory. It's a mindset shift. And before you know it, 6 months later, something happens. You see the house on wherever the sites they use now or whatever the case may be. And you're like, oh, that's this neighborhood. When you go there, instant favor. These people choose you. Honey, you ain't got $1. You don't even have leverage in the area yet. You haven't even been there long enough to have a resume. But the home is yours. It's favor. So you see how he will send you places just to get you in an environment to really get your spirit in certain territories and things like that. So over time, right, there's bits and pieces of things that happen. You see fruit for 6 months. I mean, everything's flowing. Everything's looking on point. Then you hit a 6 months, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Stand still. And then he comes back 3 months later and gets you. Now you're running like a chicken with your head cut off because he says, go do this, go here, do this, that, alignment. Then you hit another. So it's I can laugh about it now because now I understand the formula, right? As much as I could at this point, right? But it doesn't make sense now. But I tell you, if you stick it out, if you develop the mindset that you are not going back, you want everything that God has shown you. You want everything that God has promised you. You want everything because God says you deserve it. And you're determined to get it. It is a mindset. You must make your mind up. I don't care how many times I get hit. I'm moving forward. Because I know it. I feel it in my spirit. That it's grand. That it's better. Okay, so stick it out, sis. Stick it out, bro. Because those of you, if you're in the season, please comment and let our brothers and sisters who are in the thick of this thing know where you currently are, meaning you're so grateful that you didn't give up because now you've reached, even if you haven't really, encountered all the things that God has promised you yet. I mean, you're at a place now where you just know that you know that you know. If you had given up and went back, honey, you would not even be nowhere near where you are now. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that. So to my good chosen brothers and sisters who are struggling with these relationships, here's the thing. I made a couple of videos on narcissism because I had 3 people who'd asked me to make recordings on narcissism. And I know that when I spoke about it in the last couple of videos, it makes it so easy or sound so easy to just leave a narcissist. Let me be clear. I'm only speaking on that from understanding it and from a healed mindset of a chosen one. Narcissism is no joke. It is probably the most difficult relationship you would have to leave. It's literally a struggle. So when I speak on it from a healed, chosen one insight, I don't want to seem like as if I'm dismissing the people who are newly tied up in this thing for the first time, because listen, only God can get you out. I'm just going to be honest. Only God can get you out. That is a battle that if you're not careful, that battle can take your mind. Narcissism is a spirit. It's a demonic spirit, and it is no joke. So let's hold that for 1 second. And I think I'm going to put some, some of those time plugs in the comment section. But let's just say it's not a narcissist. Let's just go back to regular relationships. Okay. But God, again, we're not speaking emotions or flesh. God, you know God has separated it. And is not a narcissist per se. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, the people who are around you, either they're going to grow with you, or they're going to stay at certain levels if they choose to. And that's absolutely okay. They don't feel the things that you feel in your spirit. So here you are, you're rising higher, you're putting the work in, you're growing, and then everybody around you are kind of staying the same. So it's not a bad thing. A lot of the times we're conditioned to think that it's a bad thing to move forward, especially with chosen people, because we're so loyal, right, at heart, that it's almost like rather than move forward for what's better for us, we'll have 50,000 people tied with chains on our legs, dragging them as we go higher. And we ain't going nowhere, because where you going with 50,000 people chained to your leg walking up a ladder? So sometimes the struggle for a chosen one would be, God is calling you higher. And that's going to require you to leave some people behind. Leave some environments behind, family, even friends, etc., etc. It's not a bad thing. Because the more and more you rise, the more you'll be able to help them. And even go back and grab the one's hand who want to be helped. You're going to have to leave some. Some is just never going to get it, and that's okay. But this loyalty factor with the chosen ones, we'll be missing our own blessings because we're too stuck on loyalty and ride and die mentalities. Everybody is not meant to ride this journey out with you. And you will discover it more and more the higher you go. At lower levels, you're still trying to grab hands. You're still letting people stress you out. You're still being struggling with things when people say things like, oh, you forgot where you came from and don't forget about me. You're still struggling with that. But the higher you go, it will make complete sense on why they couldn't go. And you will be absolutely fine with that, because anybody who's meant to be on this journey with you in one way or another, they will understand. They'll get it. And if they don't, it's okay. They get replaced with, what do you call it? Soul tribes. Anyway, the higher you go. So, narcissism. God have told you to leave. Right? He may have given you instructions. Leave this house, take nothing, go rent you a 1-bedroom apartment. He may have said, I'm going to dry up some things, your job, this, that, and the third. I want you to relocate to Florida. Somebody just got hit. Relocate to Florida. He may say, change the number and don't give it out to one person other than your kids or your family or whatever. I'm just trying to give instructions, example of instructions. Whatever he say, you must do it. And it's going to go against every single thing you want to do. Because remember, you're tied up in this spiritual web. Like, you may not even like the narcissist. That's how you know it's demonic. I don't even like you, but I'm tied up in this foolishness, right? Can't get away, right? At some point, you answered that call. Or you spoke something and you said something like, God, I'm just tired. Lord, please just help me. I can't do this on my own. You might have been speaking out of frustration, but you spoke it. So then God realized, okay, so you're ready now. So now you assume that God would just take the feeling from you and you would go on about your little happy way. You're dealing with a whole demonic spirit sent to disrupt your destiny. Excuse me. Why do you think most chosen people dealt with narc abuse in their childhood? This can look like childhood parents who were narcissists, childhood parent, their parents who were narcissists, siblings who were narcissists, teachers, preachers, etc. Right? The enemy sends narcissists very, very early on because that's the major time to disrupt someone's mind, their identity, etc. Then he'll send them again right before major increase. It's all designed to, the major ones are designed to distract you to miss the increase. Here's the thing. You will not defeat a narcissist on your own. Point blank, period. Not on your own. As a chosen one, your heart, first of all, as a chosen one, your heart is too pure. We can even hate people. We can dislike you real bad. We can't even hate people. We're light. We're pure. A narcissist is pure evil. So do you think your beautiful little spirit, that beautiful heart who can't even hate a person, is a match for a whole demonic evil demon? These folks will have your mind so twisted up. They will have you questioning your own sanity. You don't even know who you are any longer. They've turned everybody against you with lies. You're depressed. You're feeling worthless. How in the world can God use that? There's no way. There's no way. So he have to disrupt that and pull you away first. So then he give you your instructions. And again, this is going to come at a time where something's going to snap. Something's going to snap where you finally have this aha moment where you know this is it. God is going to allow them to keep breaking you and breaking you and breaking you over and over and over and over. And these breakings are examples of turning people against you, screwing with your mind, just messing with you. That's what they do, right? He's going to keep allowing it. And sadly, the breaking point is going to be at your breaking point, meaning a time is going to come where they're going to break you so bad. And I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be probably one of the worst things that they ever done to you. And that's going to be the breaking point where you finally just scream out to God. It'll be great if we can scream out prior, but a lot of the times you're so caught up in the web, you don't even understand what's going on. This is why you can be talking to a person who's under the spell of a narcissist, and if you're having a conversation with them, it's almost like they're not even in their right mind. Like you can be looking at them, and then they're telling you about everything the narcissist is doing, and they're turning everybody against me, and then you're talking to them or you're giving them advice, but it seems like their mind is in like another dimension or something. So that's why God got to get you to the point where it breaks you so bad that you finally realize, I can't do this on my own. So once he gives you those instructions, again, whatever they may be, change your number, go on a fast, do this, that, follow your instructions. But you're going to have to know that your obedience is to God, because your emotions are not going to be able to do it. So once you do that, you follow your instructions, whatever God tells you to do. Now, of course, at this point, the narcissist is they're playing mind games. So either they're going to really leave you alone for a little bit to really make you, they think they're going to make you crave them. And truth of the matter is, those demons, because you're still soul tied with it in certain areas. So those demons are now craving each other. So as much as you hate them, you're still thinking, because it's now separated, you're still thinking about going back, and you're thinking about this and think about this, and it's mind games. Like your mind is not at peace, right? It's because you haven't gone through your spiritual cleanse yet. He just pulled you apart. But he will say, do not I don't care who comes and say this to you. I don't care about the smear campaign. I don't care about what they're saying. Do not respond. No contact at all. And now, because you're standing firm, even though you want to do this, that, and the third, but your obedience is to God. Now the narcissist, because it's a spirit, they feel your spirit pulling away. Their demons knows your demons is pulling away. It's spiritual. And now that's when they hit you with the flying monkeys. Now everybody and their mama done found your new number. They're now coming at your job. Honey, the poor flying monkeys, they don't know their head from their feet. They're just doing, the narc done got up in their head and make them feel sorry. And now these flying monkeys are contacting you like, I saw the narc, and the narc, they just can't understand, why you left them alone. And they're so sad, and they're just trying to really understand what they ever did to you. And God doesn't want anybody to be upset with each other. And, maybe. And the crazy part about it is the poor flying monkeys don't even realize the torture, not hurt, torture you've taken all of your life. And maybe the flying monkeys do know, but because it didn't happen to them, they don't feel the intensity of that torture. So now God says, okay, so now you sending flying monkeys? You're sending flying monkeys at my people? You're sending flying monkeys at my chosen one? I need to use them on some spiritual assignments, and you're sending some flying monkeys when I'm trying to heal them so I can use them? So now God comes back to you. I don't care how much you like the flying monkey. I don't care if his mother never did anything to you. I don't care if his mother she made the best pumpkin pie. Oh, ew. Best sweet potato pie for you every Sunday. And she was very nice to you. And this is that and the third. Honey, she is a flying monkey. She's a flying monkey and she don't even know it. She don't even know it. And now God says, cut off all contact with every single person I tell you. That can even be kids, innocent parents, not your kids, but maybe it could be like, maybe you were like a step parent or something like that. And those are just examples. He will tell you what to do, and it's going to break your heart. It's going to break your heart because these people are innocent. They're flying monkeys, honey, but they're innocent and they don't even know what's going on. And some of them mean well. Some of them is just as crazy as a narc, but some of them really mean well. But God says, cut it off. Now, mind you, you're not even completely healed yet. You're still tied to the narc at this point. You haven't been spiritually cleansed yet. You're still tied to the narc. So now you got flying monkeys in your head. You're still feeling this pull towards the narc. So this is why it has to be obedience over emotions. Your emotions are going to fail. It is obedience to what God said to you, because God knows he's about to bring you up out of this thing, but it's going to be specific directions that you must follow, and it's going to break your heart. But wasn't the narc breaking your heart anyway? So pick a struggle. Keep letting the narc break your heart over and over and over and over until they send you to child. Or follow these instructions, let it break your heart once. Then you enter your healing season and be free. So once you follow all your instructions, again, whatever the instructions may be, job well done. Broken heart and all, job well done. You pack up the house. Matter of fact, you didn't pack nothing, honey. You left all that demonic foolishness. I don't want to keep these curtains. I sure don't want the bed. God to take care of me, honey. Just give me my keys, my lip gloss, I'm out. God will take care of me. $1 in the bank. And God says, don't even touch that. Because the money is Rudy, is Pooty, is Tootie. They got spirits up in that dollar. Do not take that $1. I'll take care of you. You just go where I tell you to go. I got somebody waiting on you. You just drive where I tell you to drive. And once you get to wherever he sent you, and that doesn't always mean relocation. That's just one example. But wherever he sends you, that is when your spiritual cleansing is going to start. So he will instruct you with your instructions. Again, that can look like fasting. Definitely fasting against the narc, fasting against the flying monkeys. And the narc is going to amp their game up during this time. Because now they really know you're pulling away. Especially because they're going to hear about the fact that you relocated or that you got your own apartment now. Like they're really going to freak out because now they're losing that control factor because they thought like, okay, well, she not fighting me. He not fighting me for this $1 in the bank. So they're not going to be able to do anything. So yeah, they can go and sleep to their friend's house for 2 days. They'll be back because they ain't got no money. They got the Lord, honey. They got the Lord. Do you not know? So now news got around that you left, you got your own apartment or this, that, and third. And honey, now they're losing their mind because they lost that control. Once they lose control, honey, prepare for war. Prepare for war. But put your battle suit on because every single thing that they throw at you, stand firm. And you're going to have supernatural grace and power to withstand these things. God is going to tell you, do not respond. Don't answer. Let it go. And honey, some of them things will make you want to knock the narc's head off. And God's going to say, you're really going to have to trust God to fight your battles. Seriously, because you're going to want to fight back. Nope. Because the more you fight back, you are then recreating the web. You're recreating the spirits being tied. The longer you stay ghost, the longer you don't respond, those ties are becoming less and less and less and less potent. So now when it's time for God to really do the spiritual cleanse, boom, that thing is broken, never to return. But the more you keep fighting back, wanting to protect your name, the narc doesn't sit there and twist up a lie. Now you're trying to call the narc to try to explain yourself. The narc know exactly that they twisted it. They know what you said. They know what you meant. They're intentionally twisting your words to get you to call and to yell and act a fool or explain yourself because every time you do that, you are feeding their demons. They're happy. They're full. Say absolutely nothing. In fact, they should have nobody even contact you. But again, narcs are narc. They're going to create 1,000 emails just to hoover you. 1,000 different social media just to hoover you. Send flying monkeys looking for this is why one of your instructions may be to even pull away from social media or limit it, right? This is why, again, your instructions from God is going to be crucial. So, all right, so now you've been obedient. God has been clear. This is what's really going to keep you. Your obedience to God, your promise to God that you won't go back. That's what's going to keep you because there's going to be times where it plays with your mind. You got to know that your promise to God comes first. You got to know that when you break this thing on the other side, there's a life that is going to blow your mind, how great and grand this life is and how peaceful life is. And you're going to have blessings that accelerate overnight because there are certain blessings that God couldn't release to you and that they were held up because he didn't want the narc to participate in those blessings. And this is why a lot of people who came out of narc abuse, who are now in a great place, will tell you how their blessings were accelerated. It's almost like blessings found them. Blessings found them. Stay the course. Obedience over emotions. It's your girl.